Bucky, Mike Evans. We got a whole bunch of news to go over as well today. Thursday Night Football Countdown show here a little bit early. I try and get here about a half hour early on Thursdays at least, but we'll try even an hour earlier most Thursdays. But we're here to do the kickoff show. We're here to answer your questions. We'll maybe even take some phone calls. And we got a whole bunch of news to get through. The Fantasy Football Show. Thursday Night Football Kickoff Countdown Show. Live breaking news show. Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Every single Monday through Friday show begins right now. File on in.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk, here is your breaking news.
Okay, so we got to monitor. We're pretty sure Bucky and Rashad are a go. We've got the out declared out players for this game. They're obviously not on it. Declared out. There's no RB. Wide receiver Trey Palmer. Wide receiver Jalen McMillan out in this contest. On the Falcons side of the football, we've got no one fantasy football offensive relevant that's out in this game. We have Kyle Pitts news for this contest where this team is reportedly going to try and get Kyle Pitts to football. That's a revelation. We've been waiting on that for years. I don't know that I can put my faith in that, especially on a Thursday night. Disappointment plus Thursday night game. We've got a new rule in town. If you've got a dilemma and there's red flags at all, and it's even close to an even Steven call, you don't go with the Thursday night game. However, you can't put guys like Bijan on the bench, London on the bench, probably Kyle Pitts. I mean, unless you got a better option, you can throw that at me, and we'll kick it around. But Kyle Pitts supposedly going to get some work. Again, we got to monitor just in case there's any last second, setbacks with the RBs. But Bucky Irving, 55.5 rushing and receiving combined yards. I love that underdog higher on that Bucky Irving. I also love the Mike Evans, 59.5 receiving yards. I feel like he's going to smash that. These two, they feel like as close to locks as they can get. Hit that link in the live chat pinned. The link is also being dropped right now in the live chat in conjunction with being in the live chat already pinned. It's in the description of the video if you're watching the replay. Hit that link. Underdog will give you a 50% bonus match on your first deposit all the way up to $1,000. The minimum is only $10, so they'll give you $5 if you sign up. If you do 100, they'll give you 50. If you do 2,000, they'll give you 1,000. All the way up to $1,000 to give you 50%. But I urge you to try out the hires. It's fantastic. The more you put together a grouping of 8, you can get like an 80 times multiplier. It's crazy. It's fun. I did a $30 hire with 8 players on the contest, and I had 7 of them right. Jacobs screwed me. I just needed 58 yards from Jacobs, I think 58.5. He got 52, I believe, last week. If he would have landed that, I had $3,000 off $30. $30 gave me $3,000. But I crushed a lot of it last week. Last week we were hitting the hires like crazy. I even put some of them on the show on Instagram, and we nailed those. The Jahmyr Gibbs, there's a bunch of them. I made about $500, and I dropped like less than 100. Just doing those multiple player hires on one contest like this right here. You throw Evans higher, 59.5 yards, Bucky 55.5, little Bijan touchdown, if you will, if you like that kind of thing, if you're feeling frisky, or just throw it on Kyle Pitts if you think Kyle Pitts is going to get the ball a little bit more. So those are my hires. We're going to get into some of the super chats and news. Let's get into the super chats real quick that are sitting here in case they're related to this game. We got Dynasty 12-team PPR was offered Coleman for Shakir. I want Coleman in Dynasty over Shakir by a landslide, bro. Like, would you give up on Coleman already? He's starting to get going. The momentum's. Tried to get Amon-Ra and he countered with Adams Etienne. Amon-Ra Etienne for my Mason. I have JT. Okay, so you're trading Mason. He countered with Adams and ETN. No, just tell him no. You don't want a backup running back in ETN. Not saying that doesn't go the other way, but you're going to use that leverage of the news saying he could lose his job. Not saying it happens. It could go either way. I think this could go where Tank Bigsby is kind of banged up. ETN's banged up. Whichever one is more banged up, let's say one of them doesn't play. Maybe both play. But if one of them doesn't play, then, they could that other running back could go to the moon. ETN could go to the moon and then keep his job, kind of like Najee did at the 11th hour when they were about to switch over to Jaylen Warren. They changed offensive coordinators last year, and Jaylen Warren's breakout party got rained on, and then he never broke out. So it could go either way, but no, absolutely not. Then he just doesn't get to partake in such a trade, my guy. 808 guy says streaming kicker Koo. I'm going to go Koo because he's been doing well, bro. That's an easy call for me, but, go with the highest scoring kicker in your format. That's usually the answer this far in. $1.99 from Casey. Appreciate you dropping the blank super. We've got this one here. Bijan to Saturn tonight. I need a Bijan. We all need Bijan to score. Bijan, do it live. Do it live. At least to Mars. Let's not get greedy. Put him on Mars. We'll take a baby step Saturn next week. Okay, but we definitely need like a tutty and 100 total yards. Saturn would be like 150. Hey, Smitty, this is my team 1-3, 12 team, half PPR. JD5, JJ, Davante, Smith, Dell, Downs, Gibbs, ETN, McBride, Hill. Got offered Achane and Leggett for Gibbs. No, Leggett doesn't. Look, I like it, Leggett. He doesn't move the needle on a Gibbs over Achane. Gibbs is a top 1, 2, 3, 4 overall running back. Achane can dance there once to his back for sure, but he's not back. So now he lives in the 7 to 15 range, which is, he can overlap. He can be an overlapping running back. Achane could be a top 5 guy. We'll call him top 5 to 15. But until to his back, there's just no reason to even go that route. Someone needs to overpay for Gibbs. That guy's trying to get Gibbs as if Gibbs didn't just have 2 touchdowns, bro. Parkinson over Pitts. I'd probably go Pitts, bro, in that scenario, but it's a real tough call. It is not like it's an easy call. Again, Kyle Pitts, the team, reportedly, according to this NFL Network reporter, Wolf, the Falcons want to increase his usage in Week 5. So I would start Kyle Pitts this week in hopes that they get him the ball in the end zone. McBride was fully upgraded, so there's that. This, if you missed it on the earlier show that we did, Rashee Rice, injured reserve. He'll miss at least 4 weeks as they await further testing, probably Monday. There's so much swelling, they don't know what's going on in the knee. A little abnormal because you typically do know what's going on, but that usually means that there's some partial damage, and that is what they can't tell. If you tear your ACL entirely, they can grab your knee while you're sitting down like this, and they can pull on it and see how there's some lax in the model, because I actually snapped the ACL in the earlier show. See how it snapped? This right here, it's hanging out right here, and now the model has the lax, the leeway in it, and that's how you tell. But when there's still some tightness to it, you know that you stretched it potentially, but you didn't tear it, and they don't know. They can't even, the imaging's even inconclusive. But they'll know more. They'll do extensive testing. Probably Monday we'll know more on Rashee Rice. Don't cut him. He's out for a minimum of 4 weeks. I'm getting a good vibe. You know when they show the player, like Jordan Mason's going to get the start. Look at Bijan. They showed Jordan Mason. The camera fixated on him. They showed him his breakout game, his first game. CMC's not, week 1, Jordan Mason. We're going to lean on Jordan Mason. They showed Jordan Mason. The camera's on him. Prime time. He just cutting left and right. Camera stays focused on him. Looks the part. Is the part. Feels the vibe. That's what I just got out of Bijan. They put the camera on him. They're going to get him the football. They're focusing on him. The cameraman knows. The commentators know. We know Bijan's going to the moon tonight.
Hi, my name is Bijan Robinson. I like long walks on the beach. And, well, I also like scoring.
I got a good feeling tonight with that, just that shot. It always happens that way. It's like a good luck charm. They show the cameraman just fixates on a player. You know that they're gonna vibe out tonight. Malik Neighbors, concussion, did not practice Thursday, looking really iffy for this week's game. It's going to come down to the wire, but I hope they don't push him. Bijan's even running routes right now. The cameraman's fixated on him. Just fixated on him. He's catching balls. I have a real good feeling about Bijan. Chris Olave is listed with a hamstring injury, but practicing in full for week 5. Okay, that's good news. We got Kareem Hunt listed as limited, but he's fully expected to play unless there's a setback of some kind. This right here, Andy Reid told reporters that they want to wait for the swelling to subside in Rice's knee before they know what's going on because they just can't tell. It's good news, though, but it could mean that he comes back for the NFL playoffs, not the fantasy football playoffs. So just know that could be a move for that. Anthony Richardson, oblique practice limited on Thursday. And look, this is feeling like he's going to play. Kind of shocking, but it feels like he's going to play this next contest here, which is kind of shocking. You'd think they would have rolled with Flacco, but they're not going to give up on him as quickly as the public wants to. Sports Illustrated, Albert Breer reports the teams involved in the Davante Adams market, as we talked about last night, they're convinced these other teams, the Bills, the potential Steelers, are dead set on believing that this deal with the Jets is kind of in motion and that they've got to unseat that deal in order to get a deal done. So everything's getting engineered, quote unquote, for a Jet trade is what the word is right now on the street. And that's what we all thought, all offseason when Rodgers said at a golf course when someone interviewed him briefly, Adams, whatever question was, Rodgers responded, can't wait to play with him again. Not, I wish I will. I hope I do. He says, I can't wait to. And then this report here, teams involved in the Davante. Oh, this is the same report. Hold on. I had another report on here, but that's okay. We'll just verbalize it here. $13.5 million is what it would take cap-wise from last night to get Adams on the roster. It goes down about 900 and something K per week. So teams are kind of thinking, we wait, right? But the Jets have 17.8 mil in cap space. They can easily fit this in, and they shouldn't be dancing around with other teams competing. They should just take destiny in their hands and go get him. The thinking is that he does really have some sort of hamstring injury, and that could be holding off the deal. But I kind of think at the end of the day, it won't. I think if this hamstring's probably a little lesser of an issue than it's being made out to be. I think there's always hamstring or injuries when players want to save their body. And I think there's a chance this gets done and then he doesn't play this week, or it gets done early next week. But he's probably going to be a Jet. If he's not a Jet, that means the Commanders come in and make some weird offer, some crazy cool offer, or the Steelers step up big and make a big fat offer, or the Buffalo Bills step up. But it does feel like Adams wants to go either to New Orleans, where he could play with Derek Carr again, or his top target is going back to Aaron Rodgers, who helped make him who he is, and play ball there and try and win a Super Bowl. Which, you could say that they're not going to win a Super Bowl, but you never know how this team's going to end up faring if they get Adams on the roster and they change everything about the way they play. I got Bijan for ETN plus BT. I like that. I smashed that trade all day long. That's fantastic, broski. Nice work on that. Pick one running back at one flex. ETN, Hunt, Najee, Dell. I'm going to go Dell and probably Hunt for safety, ETN for high upside. ETN and Dell if you want high upside, but you want a lot, you're okay with the risk, or go Hunt and Dell. Hunt feels pretty damn safe at the end of the day. Casey, appreciate you. Trade BT and JD5 for Bijan and DK, or Brees and DK. I would take Brees and DK for JD5 and BT. That's pretty easy unless it's a 2 QB league, which your next statement says 2 QB league. That changes everything. Yeah, you can't do it. JD5, you, Dak, Geno, it's not like you have, Geno's good and Fields is good, but you can't, I don't think you can trade JD5 in a 2 QB league at that price. It's not a bad price. Brees and DK. Jeez, I don't know. Yeah, I can't. Trade Dak. Trade Dak for one of them. I go a different route. JD5 in a 2 QB league is a whole different thing. Chat, you agree on that one? Superflex, we can't trade. BT's good too. It's not like he's as good as DK or Brees Hall, but I just can't trade JD5. I'd make another trade. You should be able to get rid of those other QBs. Like, you could go get Worthy using not Dak, but one of the other quarterbacks. And then you got all of a sudden JD5 and Worthy instead of, looking at that other trade at the end of the day. Smitty need help with the running back Ford, Chase, Brown, Braylon Allen, Mostert. Which one are you starting? I'm starting probably Chase Brown this week out of that lot of players. I love Bucky this week if he's out there on waivers, though. I have B-Rob, Bucky, and Dowdle. Bucky or Dowdle. I'm going Bucky. I'm going Bucky. Bucky, baby. Do it live. Which side? Mason or Worthy Jacobs? Mason. Easy. Pitts or Otten? Go Pitts. Anything can happen. Trust your gut. Debo or London? 15 minutes. Go Debo. Easy call. Can't say Debo, Samuel. Come on, bro. Pick 2 wide receivers, 1 flex. BT, Amari, London, Wicks. BT, Amari, London, Wicks. BT, Amari, London, Wicks. I'd probably go... God, Amari's tough to play and tough to sit. You could have that 2 TD game at any moment, bro. At any moment, he could have 2 touchdowns. That's the way Amari rolls. I'd probably say it's such a tough one. That is a tough question to answer. My broski. That is a tough one. Let's see if I can get the schedule on the board here. Oh, that's the old one. Where's my new schedule? Where did I put it? Maybe I sent it to myself another way. Let me look. Here it is. So we've got, what was the question? Amari versus Washington. Such a good matchup. BT and the Jags, are they at home or away? I forget. They're at home. Colts. Man, they're all pretty solid moves this week, man. Chat, can we vote on this one? Who are we sitting? Pick 2 wide receivers and a flex. We got to sit one of these guys. Who are you sitting? BT, Amari, London, or Wicks? I'd probably sit BT. You could sit Wicks for BT if you want, but I don't think you can sit Amari. You could put London on the bench. It's a Thursday night game, but I kind of feel like starting London, Amari, and Wicks personally. But BT's hard to sit. He's a rookie, so he could be up and down. And you're also trusting Trevor Lawrence. You're also trusting the Jaguars. I very much trust the Green Bay Packers. Watson's injured. I'm not sitting Wicks. I very much trust Amari more than a rookie, given Amari's ability to hit that ceiling in those spike weeks. But London is the guy you kind of worry about. Wicks, yeah, I see you say Wicks 3 times in a row there, pal. But it doesn't change anyone's opinion when you say it 3 times. Wicks is not somebody I'm sitting. He's grabbing touchdown after touchdown right now. Traded Zach Moss and JSN for Davante Adams. You would like it. I can get behind that. Sure. There's some upside there. There's definitely some upside there. Pitts or Patterson. I'm going to go Pitts, my guy. Komet, Andrews, or Taysom. I'm going to go... Taysom's hurt right now. If Taysom were playing, I'd go Taysom. Probably Komet. And then you'll be able to know what's going on with Taysom. 12-man PPR. Lost JT and Rice. Was offered Mixon, Dak, and Cup for Allen, Monty, and Worthy. No. Absolutely. First of all, Mixon's hurt. Dak is 8,000 tiers below Josh Allen. And Cooper Kupp is hurt. And Monty and Worthy's worth that. Look, I'd rather have Monty and Worthy over Kupp and Mixon. So you're losing every single side of this trade. And you're 2-2, and you're going to go get 2 injured players? Come on, Troy. I've taught you better than this. Appreciate your super chat. Pitts or Kraft? I'm going to go Kraft. Pitts is almost droppable. Not droppable, but I mean, it depends if you roll with a backup tight end, I guess. Kraft is pretty good. I'm going to go Kraft. Offense. Choose the offense. Although, that means Pitts is going to go off. Start one wide receiver and one flex. Olave, Flowers, Reed, Jacobs. You have to start Reed. I'd probably go Olave and Reed. Olave and Reed or Jacobs and Reed. Olave, Reed, Jacobs, Reed. One of those. Dell or Bucky. That's tough. Aldi, that could go either way, man. That could go either way. I really like Dell this week. Everybody trashing him. But Bucky's fun, too. Bucky's just fun. He's fun. Thursday, though. I'd say Bucky's a little safer. But that's not to say Tank Dell is not going to have... Like, Tank Dell's either going to have 70 yards and 4 catches, or he's going to have 150 and 2 on everybody that's doubted him. And we'll see how many doubters come rolling in and say things like, yeah, but next week he's going to go back to nothing. Next week, Smitty. 808 guy dropping a $2 hauler. MHJ Cup or Jacobs AJ Brown? Give me MHJ Cup. Doing it live. Joe, appreciate you, Joe. Flowers, Stevenson, Sermon, Mooney. Flowers, Stevenson, Sermon, Mooney. Pick 2. Flowers and Mooney. Yeah. I'm doing it live. Joe, appreciate you, bro. All right, quick phone calls. 30-second calls.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Call into the show. Call into the Addict.shop phone line. And it will be very, very brief, 30-second calls. You give me your full team, I'm hanging up on you. AJ, you are live. You give me your full team, I'm hanging up on you. Go.
Oh, maybe you're the GOAT. Congratulations on 30K. Who are you starting out as a flex here? Zach Moss or Tank Dell? What's your thoughts?
Dell. I mean, Zach Moss is kind of losing ground right now. Dell, I don't even worry about Dell like anybody else. It doesn't even cross my mind to give up on him at all. Dell.
Yeah. Okay. I hope. Yeah, maybe this is the week he gets a 50-plus yard touchdown.
Can't wait for it. Thank you,
all right,
AJ.
thanks, bro.
Later, bro.
Yeah, take it easy.
Rick, you're live.
Should I drop Taysom Hill this week for Cade Otton right now?
Tough to say, man, because Taysom's got some injury issues right now, but you don't really know. Like, if he's playing, I love the way he's playing, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I heard he had a fractured rib.
Yeah, but people play through that, so it's tough to know. Otton's safer, but what did Otton do? What did Otton score in your league? Can you click on his name real quick? In your league, what did he score in the last 2 weeks?
He dropped 6.2 and 8.2 the past 2 weeks.
I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say safety. I guess I go Otton, unless you've got, something better brewing that you could decide on Sunday about.
No, those are like the best 2 options other than Komet, Conklin, Gesicki, Schultz.
Komet's
I don't really like any of those.
Komet's not bad.
Yeah, Komet against Carolina. I just think that Keenan eats up into his target share too much.
All right, well, he seems like he's pretty involved. But Otton's not horrible. All right, bro. Good luck.
All right. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Okay, next up is Lucas. You're live. You got 30 seconds, Lucas. Go.
Awesome. Hey, Smitty. So, quick start decision. Should I start Baker against Atlanta, Purdy against Arizona, or Mahomes against the Saints?
Say him again. One more time.
So it's either Purdy against Arizona, Mahomes against the Saints, and Mayfield against Atlanta.
I mean, I'm not sitting Mahomes, bro. He's an unbenchable. Unless you got JD5, like you drafted JD5 as your backup, like why are we talking about benching Mahomes? Are we that fickle that we're 4 weeks in, and because you hear everybody just cramming down your throat that Mahomes is no longer a top 10 quarterback, he's no longer a top 10 quarterback. You hear people say that all the time. It doesn't make it so. It doesn't make it so. I don't agree. It's not even a question for me. I'm not sitting Patrick Mahomes. He's going to go down as maybe the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, and we're all of a sudden off the Mahomes train. I just don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. He's still got weapons, and not to mention this is the one guy. If anybody's going to overcome it and then win a Super Bowl, it's this guy. I'm not saying you get fantasy points for Super Bowls, but this guy's not far removed from having the best overall fantasy football season in 2022. He was the best overall player, not just top quarterback. He was number 1. He's number 4. He's number 3 the year prior. He had a bad year last year, and he's brought that in with 4 games. But he didn't really bring it in with 4 games. They're 4-0. And, you know, they've miscued on a lot of things, but there's been opportunity for Mahomes to have 2 and 3 touchdowns in a couple of these games. It's just when people don't see the production, they run away. They box score Bobby it. They run away. Absolutely run away. All right, Lucas, trust your gut, but I'm not even considering benching him. Jake, you're live. 30 seconds, Jake.
Real quick, Smitty, I got 2 questions, but Bucky or Keon in the flex this week?
Bucky. But you know, there's some risk to him being a little banged up, him and Rashad White. So keep it glued to the game, just in case there's something
my
weird.
other question is, would you rather trade Shakir or trade BTJ for Ayuk?
Trade Shakir for what? For Ayuk?
Trade Shakir for Ayuk or BTJ for Ayuk?
Well, I'd much rather BT over Shakir, and I'd rather have Ayuk over both. So I'm trading Shakir for Ayuk, and I'm running. That's a great trade.
Gotcha.
All right, later, bro. Travis, you're live. What's up, my guy?
I'm gonna go Pitts one more time this week, but for like a backup tight end, I have Likely, and that guy Eric All is out there. Would you just stick with Likely for now? In case Andrews gets hurt or something because of what we saw Likely do last year.
Yeah, I mean, Likely's been sporadic, but if Andrews goes down, he's definitely going to be fine.
Yeah, and I mean, the past 2 games are hard to judge just because they haven't thrown the ball. Like, they're going to have to throw the ball at some point.
Yeah.
That was kind of what I was thinking. I just wanted your input. So.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, bro. I'll see you after the game. We'll do a after show later. All right, phone calls are closed for now. Sorry I didn't get to everybody. I know a lot of you were trying to dial in, and to be honest with you, it's not that I can even reject them. They just come through in waves, and I can't answer them in time. So 808 guys says Hall, Wicks, or Brooks for Hill and K9. Hall, Wicks, or Brooks for Hill and K9. Well, that's a tough one. Chat, can we vote on that one? Hall, Wicks, or Hall, Brooks for... We're going to keep Brooks over Wicks, even though I like Wicks. Are we trading Hall and Brooks for... Or Hall and Wicks for Hill and K9? I'd probably say no. I like K9 a lot. Man, it's tough. If Hill goes back to form, that's a great trade. But what are we thinking, chat? What are we doing here? Hall and Wicks or K9 and Hill? The thing about it is, like, Hill's not playing well, you know? I get. Do we just bank on Hill returning to form here in 3 weeks? What are we thinking here, chat? Go big, get Hill, Wicks for sure. K9. The chat seems to like it. Yeah, I think I agree at the end of the day. At the end of the day, Hill look, K9's playing well enough that, like, are you really taking that big of a bath going from Hall to Walker? And you get Hill and a shot at Hill? Yeah, I'd do it live. I agree with the chat. I agree with that. It's a good trade. It's a real good trade. It's the kind of trade you need to do if you're doing it. Bucky or Najee, I'm going Bucky. Thanks for the super chat. PPR 4-0. I have 2 trades. Brees and Keon for Gibbs and Downs. I take Gibbs and Downs. Diggs and Chase Brown for DK. What do you think? I would take DK. Trey Tucker or McLeod. I'm going to go Trey Tucker. Pitts or Otten. As I've said a couple times tonight already, I go Pitts personally. It's a good question though. Game already. Hold on, has the game started? Where's the game? Oh, is it on? It's only on Prime, isn't it? Damn it. Hold on, I gotta switch. Superflex got Devontae Smith, Godwin, Deontay. I'm selling any of these for a better wide receiver. I'd trade Godwin and Deontay for one bigger guy. I'd trade Deontay and Ayuk for one bigger guy. I'd trade Devontae and Deontay or, yeah, any one of those receivers with Deontay to go get an MHJ, to go get a St. Brown, to go get a JJ. All day long, broski. All day long. And Ramos with a $4.99 super chat. Okay, Bijan. Nice. Okay, Bijan getting active. Trades, Josh Allen, Kyron, Bijan, Mason. Love it. Achane, if you can start all those RBs, I'm not trading anything. Yeah, I'm not trading anything. Bench right now is Achane. So you can't start all of those guys. Okay, if you can't start all of them, you got to trade one of them for a freaking... Oh, God, you really can't trade... What are you doing with all those RBs? You could wait for the buys and just weather it. You know what? I might do that. You got a lot of bye weeks coming up, bro. Nice little... Oh, come on. Catch the ball. Who dropped that, Mooney? Are you out of your mind? Come on, bro. You're an NFL player. Like, I can't even comprehend how you dropped that football. Let's go. London. My boy London. Okay, let's see here. Trades. I think I don't make any trades, bro. Your team's really good. I would trade Amari. Let's go, Bijan. I'd trade Amari and JMO for one better wide receiver, MHJ, and around that territory. I would maybe trade... I'd keep Nico. I'd maybe try and trade for MHJ using one of the RBs. Just don't trade Kyron. I'd even trade Mason and Amari for like JJ. That's what I'd do, bro. Mason, Amari for JJ. Because Mason has some risk of losing some touches. Let's go. Nice. London. Get in there, London. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Let him
Let him
cook.
cook. Let him cook. Attaboy, London. Feeling really good about London right now. Nice move. What a spin. Where were we at? What screen was I on? Yeah, so go get JJ, go get Chase, go get Lamb, give up Mason and Amari. Mason and JMO, I'd do JMO too. Either one of those, bro. 808 guy, again, give me Hill and K9 at the end of the day. My first instinct was not to trade Breece Hall, but K9's playing so good. He's a little banged up right now, but I think it's his maintenance. Choose 2. Higgins, Deontay, London, Wicks. Terrell, you got this in like really late, but obviously I'm going London. I would have easily picked London as you heard all my London answers. London and my other guy probably would have been Wicks for safety because of his guaranteed production. Wicks or Higgins, I'd probably go Wicks for safety, Higgins for high risk, high reward. I'm leaving Higgins because he tears it up with the Ravens and Deontay. I'm leaning. Okay. If you're going to do Higgins, that's fine. I would have went Higgins in London all day long, bro. I have a feeling Tyrell didn't do London. He started London. Thank God. Thank God, bro. I'm not saying I don't like Deontay, but London's your boy. All right, 12 team. Allen, Breece, Mason, Stevenson, Rico, right? Trade Mason for K9 to the McCaffrey owner. I think you need to get more. I love doing this. This is a smart move because of the potential loss of touches that Mason could endure later. I'm not selling him low by any means, but is there a way to get a Worthy or something like that added into the mix? Upgrade Stevenson a little bit, upgrade T. Higgins a little bit, throw in Rico and get something small. But I don't mind going in this direction, but I think the fair market commands that you get more, broski. Need help at flex. Leggett, Waddle, Downs. I'm going to go Waddle. But you're not crazy to go Leggett here, but I'm going to go with the bigger name player. Nice job, bro. Nice job, Terrell. Hopefully you heard me saying London on those other questions and that's why you switched it. Kirk Cousins should have a decent day at the end of it, right? Where are my picks for tonight? Okay, so Evans and Bucky. All right, let's give Bucky some work. The Bucky takeover hopefully happens tonight. I'll be so pissed if they start using Rashad White for 3 straight drives. It will be just the way it has been going this year. I mean, look at Chase Brown and how good he is. I think Rashad White's in there right now. He hasn't fully taken the job from him yet, but Rashad White is putrid between the tackles. Kate Otten's out there. Tight formation. Baker back to pass. Nice throw. Baker's in his bag. Mike Evans. 59 yards. Let's knock off about 15 of those. Smash. That's such a smash. That higher 59.5 is a smash. And the 55.5 for Bucky should be fine. White still in there. That's okay. Godwin, Evans. One on each side. Otten to the right. Rashad White is in the backfield. This could be a run, although he's awful running the football. Or was Otten on the left? Rashad White gets about 4. That's his best run of the year. Space Ricky is correct. Appreciate you, Space Ricky, by the way. He's correct, 50-50. JT's 50-50. Neighbors is looking maybe less than 50-50. Bendu, Wicks, Wandell, or Allen in the flex. I don't know what Allen that is, bro. Braylon Allen, Keenan Allen, Bobby Allen. I don't know who that is, bro. You're going to have to clarify that. Baker, oh, God, that was a horrible throw. Well, it could have just been Evans miscue, but should I trade CD for CMC, Addison, and DK? If you like losing, JP, I probably would. That was a little bit of a push off there. Keenan Allen, Wicks, Wandell, Keenan Allen. Anything can happen, bro. I'm going to go Wicks. He's getting the touchdowns. Christian Watson's now out. More opportunity will be there. Mike Evans is a beast. Just an absolute beast. Let's give him the forward progress about 10 yards down the field. That doesn't count. First down. He's older though. I don't like how he didn't need to take that unnecessary abuse at the end of that play. That's not something an old man needs, right? You got him right there, forward motion. You got to just run him back. Come on, you know football. You're not gonna get that negative yardage there. Why you got to drag him back and tackle him? Threw Evans to the ground. All right, can we get Bucky in there? Rashad White. He's awful. Get him out of there. He's so bad between the tackles. Get him out of there. Come on. I love when he looks up or he looks over at the coach and then they take him out. Come on. Take him out. Look over to the sideline. Look over to the sideline. They're going like this. Oh, it's a timeout. Oh, man. Who's hurt? Who's injured? Who's injured? They're going to go like this for a second. All right, I'm going to wait for this drive, then I'm going to bail. And then I'll be back. I will be back. I'll be back. I'll be back after the game to break it down and get down. Keep White in the game working on a trade for Bucky. No, Cosmic. No way. My opponent bench Pitts for Kraft. Bring back. All right, Daniel's got a super chat here waiting for my attention. I'm sorry, Daniel. Here we go. Would you trade Debo for Gibbs? If you like winning, go get Gibbs. Yes, that would be a pretty easy decision. I also have Tyreek Higgins, Worthy. I could throw Najee, Bucky, Braylon Allen. I could throw in. Why would you throw in? Why would you throw something in when Gibbs is? Oh! You mean because you're thinking you're getting this isn't an offer on the table? Yeah, you're gonna have to throw something. Give him Najee. Give him Singletary. I mean, even Chuba, I would do. I don't know if I want to give up Bucky. Try to sell Najee somewhere else, but. All right. Mike Evans, 24 yards. Kyle Pitts, 32 yards on one reception. Drake London, 2 catches for 33 yards and a touchdown already. Bijan has 3 carries for 5 yards. Cousins has the 1 TD. Baker Mayfield's 2 of 3 with 24 yards. Cameron Johnson's getting helped off the field. Okay, we're back. It is 2nd and 9. Handoff to Rashad White, who gets no yards. Like, what more do you need to do? Like, I mean, he looks a little bit slow to get up, too. He looks banged up. I'm not happy. I'm just saying he looks banged. I'm just giving you facts. He looks banged up. He looks like he's hurting. Get him out of there. He's hurting. He's holding his hip. He's going like this. Get him out of there. He's hampering the offense. come on. Like, what's this coaching staff doing? Nice first down, though. Get him out of there. He's injured. Put in Bucky Irving. What are we doing? I think they will, because Bucky's their playmaker. Their potential, they're going to get him in there. They got to. And White's injured. He's literally holding his hip. He's not fully functional or effective. He's still in there. Down to the 2-yard line. Can we get Bucky Irving in the game, please? Godwin, nice catch. Come on, Bucky. Come in, Bucky. This is frustrating. They might be rotating series, which is still expected at this point. Bucky's not, anointed the starter yet. Like, this has been known. This is not. Let's get Bucky in there. Tell me Rachaad White is not in the game. Tell me Rachaad White is not in the game. If he is, they're rotating series no matter what. They're not even like subbing him out right now. D. Alford is injured, walking off the field right now. God, Rachaad White's still in there. Sometimes I wish I could just grab the head coach through the TV screen and just, really. Oh, Irving's in there. He's in there. Bucky Irving's in the game. They're both in the game at the same time. That means Bucky's going to be out wide. Throw it to Bucky. He's out wide. He's out wide. Throw it to Bucky. Throw it to Bucky. Throw it to Bucky. In motion, Bucky, in motion. Wow, wide open. Mike Evans. Woo! Woo! Just chipping away at this yardage. All right. Good first half so far, or good first quarter. We got a London touchdown. We got a Mike Evans touchdown. I like it. Let's go. Mike Evans is wide open, bro. Wide open. Just knifing up that defense. Woo! This Mike Evans over is the easiest thing I've ever seen. 59 yards. Maybe a touchdown. I should have went a touchdown on that. All right, Daniel, make sure you go do that trade. Do it live, Daniel. Do it live. Wandell or Keenan Allen, not Wicks. Wandell or Keenan Allen. Probably Keenan Allen for safety, Wandell. I'd probably go Wandell, bro. He's just catching a lot of footballs. But I don't know. Guys, Keenan Allen or Wandell? Keenan Allen or Wandell, please. Keenan Allen or Wandell? Please vote. I'd go with the chat on that one, bro. It's so close. Sick Nasty with the final super chat. Dynasty 1 QB looking to move off ETN. Any ideas? Worthy, Tank Dell, in Dynasty. Could go after an older player, that might, like Cooper Kupp, that might have like 2 years left. I've been doing that a little bit more often in leagues. All right, last super chat here. Navage, appreciate you coming in hot. Would you trade Gibbs and JSN for a top 5 wide receiver like JJ, MHJ, or Amon-Ra? Not anybody but JJ. JJ, I would do that if you need a wide receiver more than you need a running back, especially in Dynasty. But I'm keeping Gibbs over... Oh, MHJ. This is Dynasty. MHJ. I'd take MHJ. Yeah. I'd take MHJ or JJ over Gibbs. And JSN wouldn't... I would throw JSN if I needed to. but I'm not taking Amon Ra over Gibbs in Dynasty. It's close, but I wouldn't do it. But MHJ for sure. JJ. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Navage. Appreciate you dropping the super chat. I'll see you all after for the wrap-up show. Deuces.